That's fun. Hey, you know what? That's a good question, especially for Dallas. Dallas, all the years you never wanted to start your own company?
No. They'd probably be out of business within the first month. Because I'm mostly just I just like working out in the field. I don't like any of that paperwork or any of that stuff type thing. So
Yeah.
I just like going to jobs and it's broke, go fix it. So I never really had the desire to own my own company. I get overwhelmed like really easy type thing. If it was a business, then working on a unit, I couldn't do it. I'd freak out. So
You're wise.
yeah. It's hard. It's hard. Because where I used to work for before, my boss would always, towards the end, he'd take a lot of vacation. So I got a taste of it, what it's like. But I've never had my own business or anything type thing.
I think you're a pretty wise guy, Dallas.
Yeah.
You're like me, except I made the wrong decision and you made the right decision.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I just rather work on the stuff. I don't like any of the business part of it.
Yeah.
Type thing.
I dig it.
I'm too nice of a guy. I'd be giving everything away.
That's the problem. Yeah.
It's too high of a price. Okay, I'll lower it for you.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
This one's on me, guys. You have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Eric? You didn't want to start your own chiller repair company or something like that?
That's not like outside of the realm of stuff I've considered. It's just not something I've pursued at this point.
So why not? It's been 20 years. It's almost too late. You got to hurry up.
I've been told by some people you're better off to go in as a businessman than somebody who's actually knows about doing the work. That it's just easier because that's essentially what you're doing is being a businessman, especially if you're trying to have lots of employees. So,
it's
having
not
all
wrong.
the responsibility yourself to be the businessman and the field tech is kind of a lot. So it's just not something I've pursued yet. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. I've never ruled it out. But you get comfortable just doing the work.
Another wise man. I was talking to Zack from Quality HVAC last week, and he's the type of guy. He's like, he wants to start a company, and I asked him. I said, Zack, what are you going to be doing 2 or 3 years from now when you got all these guys? He says, I'm going to be playing golf. And I was like, okay, all right, well that's the plan right there. But then because you and Dallas were talking same sort of thing, then I looked down at Joe and said, Joe's a technical guy, but he started a business. So Joe, how are you going to be different than these two gentlemen who are wise?
I guess I'm the idiot. I don't know.
You would be unwise. No, for real. What are you going to do? What's your plan?
Well, so, I know Zach and I know Eric and everyone, believers in God. And I don't think I would really, I know I could do it without my faith, but God just always blesses me, gives me exactly what I need. I mean, it just happens time and time again. So it's really, I'm just trying to say I've got to give the credit to the Lord for blessing me. And also I broke my back in 2013, and I just, the doctors told me.
Well, you made Eric leave the show. You're like one of those Jehovah's Witnesses.
He's a Satanist. So.
I'm sorry. No. Go ahead, Eric. I'm sure he had technical difficulties or his water heater exploded. Go ahead.
But, if I knew that I could do the work into my 50s and 60s, then I probably would just be a one-man show, and still own my business, but just not really try to grow it. And I'm not going to try to grow it to, even 10 employees or anything like that. But, kind of almost like the Zach guy was saying, if I had one install crew and one service tech, and then I was still in the field and stuff like that. But I think that'd be about the perfect size, just simply because I don't know that I'll be able to physically be installing units into my 50s and mid 50s and stuff like that still.
Well, that's a legit reason to go your route. So that makes sense.
It's good to have like Joe's saying, like just a crew, a service guy, maybe a couple crews, because quality control. If it gets bigger, it gets out of hand.
Yeah, and I don't really I don't get like some of the business guys. I mean, they really enjoy the business side as much as we enjoy like a really technical problem where you got in there and you figured out something that no one else could figure out. I mean, it's fair to say we get a high off that.
Yeah.
And I don't for the business stuff, but I've learned some of it, and it's like anything in life. You just bite at it in little chunks, and then all of a sudden you look back and you've come a long way. Obviously not like perfect by any means, but you kind of have it a little figured out.
If you want to watch more videos just like this one, click on this playlist right here. If you want to see our brand new video, click right here. If you want to find out more about the great sponsors that make this show happen, click up here. And to join our email list where I notify you when we're going live, click right here.